Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to our long range forecast on Sunday, August 24th, 2025. Normally, we do this on Saturdays, but last night I was trying to record the video, but my screen recorder just would not work. So, therefore, I had to just wait till today. Today's working now, it's working finally, as you can see. So, let's get cracking. So, today we've got the ECM long range now, we got the normal update later on, as well as the CFS, so 3 videos today on the channel. So starting off as ever with the ECM on the week 1 pressure anomaly. This is from Monday, August 25th to Monday the 1st of September. So that will be this coming week. So you can see on the chart these deep blue shades over Ireland, the UK, and over a lot of Europe as well. So that will indicate a lot of low pressure barreling in off the Atlantic Ocean there. So a very wet end to summer 2025 hinted at by this model. So temperatures are a bit above average still. I think that is down to, especially tomorrow and Monday, where we have a southerly wind ahead of that area of low pressure. But towards the weekend, as we push that low over the country and to the east a bit, we will start to see more of a northwesterly airflow, and that might drag temperatures below average. So really, these anomalies, I think, reflect what's happening tomorrow, especially. So here is the week 1 precipitation anomaly, looking at a definitely much wetter than average week to come, and that is to be expected given these very strong anomalies, very strong signals here for low pressure to be in control. So week 2 will be the 1st of September to the 8th of September. This keeps low pressure over us and slightly to the east, and that might allow again more of a northwesterly influence to our weather. Week 2 temperature anomaly is therefore below average. So we got a cool start to autumn here, quite fittingly and appropriately as well. And week 2 precipitation anomalies are looking again above average, so a wet and cool beginning to autumn 2025. Week 3 is the 8th of September to the 15th. Here we go. So we keep low pressure to the north, that will allow a more of a westerly or southwesterly influence. So I think that will allow the temperatures to stage a slight recovery, although it will stay, as you can see, very unsettled with wind and jet stream coming in off the Atlantic Ocean. Week 3 temperature anomaly. You see, therefore, it does creep upwards just by a touch, about average to maybe just a touch above. And the week 3 rainfall anomaly is still above average. So a wet and slightly milder week there for week 3. Week 4 is the 15th of September to the 22nd, so that is the 3rd week of September and autumn. Changes here, so we see high pressure blocking the way towards Greenland, Iceland and Scandinavia. You'd assume that below that, in this white area here, so Ireland, the UK and Western Europe, that could be a trough of low pressure, because there has to be a low somewhere, right? So you assume that this area should be under an area of low pressure, and the jet stream could be down towards Iberia, sort of pattern here. And the week 4 temperature anomaly, it's a bit above average, about 1 degree. That isn't too mild though. And the week 4 rainfall precipitation anomalies look above average there. So I say that in this white area, underneath the blocking high, that should be an area of low pressure. Week 5 is September 22nd to September 29th. Here we go. So all changes. So that high pressure sinks down towards, say, like Iceland, Faroe Islands, Scotland, and Western Scandinavia, and well, Denmark, Norway, Sweden. Every part of Scandinavia even, and we see possibly a more easterly influence there to weather. At that point in the year, around the equinox and just after, the easterly winds, the air coming in on the easterly winds won't be as reliably warm as it was and as it is through the summer and even right now, shall I say. So that wouldn't be necessarily straightforwardly warm. So the week 5 temperature anomaly, bit above average, but you can see it's not really going for it. It's above average, but not excessively so. And you can see where the easterly will be coming in around this sort of direction here. So a lot of Europe easterly winds. You can see that over here, the anomaly is only showing about average or near normal. So that's what I'm saying about the easterly winds into late September, starting to get a slight chill to them as the continent, and especially Northern Europe and Scandinavia and Russia, do start to get a bit cooler. And the week 5 rainfall precip charts a bit below average, especially to our north. So maybe a dry week to come there, but not overly warm for week 5. And week 6 is Monday, September 29th to Monday the 6th of October, into October now. So very weak signals, nothing much to go off of, but we do have an area of high pressure down towards Iberia and the Azores, and also towards Greenland. But other than that, nothing much. I'd assume that would just be like the model defaulting back to westerly winds and so on. So the temperature anomaly, bit above average, but yeah. And the rainfall charts, yeah, you guessed it. The model has now reverted back to its normal westerly winds with rain. Actually, was it just me, or was the Azores high very absent? Yeah, so the Azores high on this model run is very, very displaced and absent throughout September. So week 1, you can see the Azores high is down there towards the Azores, and a bit to the west actually. Week 2, it is far to the south, big low over the country. It's not even there by week 3. It's probably out here somewhere, quite weak. Week 4, again, I think that will keep low pressure over the country, and the Azores side weak and displaced. Week 5, kind of sort of same thing really. That will be a high pressure towards Scandinavia, but it could. Now, if we look at the rainfall charts, week 5, try and look at that better. Looks a bit west down to our southwest. So Azores high not really enforced there, or at all influential. And week 6 only starting to possibly see the Azores high returning. But again, I think that is just the model in the longer range, going back to its default pattern of westerly winds and so on. Yeah, so quite a different September compared to what we've been used to over recent years on our hands, if that's correct. We know from the short to medium range models that at least the first week of September looked to be cool and wet and autumnal. Whether or not this lasts for the whole month, the whole autumn, or whether by even like mid-month we see a heat wave again, all to be determined. Given that this year so far as a whole has been very anticyclonic. There have been interruptions like the one we're seeing now, but they've been brief, and we've always managed to get back to high pressure. So the question now is whether or not this change will be fundamental, long-term change back to low pressure, or whether high pressure will quickly find a way to put back in. But based on these couple of charts here, week 1 and week 2, low pressure looks to be very strong, very deep, and very dominant, at least for the foreseeable. And the Azores high, which is normally very involved in our weather, especially in September, nowhere to be seen. Everyone, thanks for watching, and I will see you later on, and bye for now.